Theory Tuesday, kind of switched it up. And we're going to talk about some weird Christmas traditions.
The feeling of waking up and just like seeing all that stuff beats knowing ahead of time.
And they also carried a long stick.
Well, I mean, some of us do.
Am I right,
girls? Got it.
Krampus was just whacking people. She is whacking people.
She is like whacking.
I mean, I'm not down for murder. I'm down for a little bit of assault. If you create a tradition around Christmas, it's basically a free pass to be an asshole. So I'm going to come up with my own Christmas asshole tradition. I'm going to put some work into it.
That's cool.
Oh, he's Jeeper Creepers.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I'm not a fan of that, though. That was scary.
Demonic powers were more active and powerful.
Or maybe people had just reached that burnout. We're like, yo, and they're just like, and I was like, I'm gonna write Morgan Freeman a fan letter, and it's gonna change his life. With the titties?
All the titties.
Not just at least 6.
At least.
That just seems like a very expensive bra. What if they were all different sizes too? My God, that would be awful.
Just gonna have to go with the uni. Fuck it.
Is it a uni if there's 6 of them? Is it a
it's
gathering?
not on one person.
It depends on where they are too. Cause like the third nipple is like a weird, like it looks like a mole almost.
It's like on the rib cage.
Yeah.
That's weird. How do you know if you have a third nipple? Does it like tickle?
Oh, you'll know.
Oh,
how?
What?
Wait, how do you know?
The tickle? There's no like. It's not like a full tit. It's
Why?
just. It literally looks like a mole.
Well, then how the fuck would you know if it's a nipple?
See,
then
a third
that's
nipple,
what I'm saying.
A third nipple
if it's
is
just
like
a mole.
It's like being in love. No one can tell you
Like if
you
I
have a
touch
third
my
nipple.
side
You just
and that
know.
shit turns me on, do I have a third nipple?
No.
Oh
No, you just weird.
You just freaky.
You just.
I just
like some rib play, I guess. I,
mean,
don't know what that is, but all right.
You want
I
to do
don't
something
like
different
rib play.
tonight?
Seriously, like that rib play makes me feel like a wild animal, and I think dudes maybe like that, but it makes me like a cage. Like I freak out. Like don't do it. I will.
Oh,
fight
don't
you.
do it. Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were like
No,
you
but
were
I'm
saying it like
thinking-
you were like.
I'm thinking that's how they interpret it. And so I'm like trying to be like, no, seriously, like, but I'm gonna like, and I'm laughing, but because I'm being, but I'm also like, I'm literally gonna rip your scrotum up through your fucking throat. Like, don't do it. I'm trying not to hurt you.
I need you to take this Sweet Baby Ray's and just rub it all over my ribs.
Oh.
We eating ribs tonight.
I do like Sweet Baby Ray's.
Me too. And for a minute, I was like, maybe I don't hate this. Maybe all I was missing is barbecue sauce. Also, maybe I'm hungry.
Just some BBQs.
Get some BBQs. Get you some cornbread next in the bed and some mac and cheese.
Oh, that's so messy.
You about to have some barbecue tonight?
Listen,
baby.
I was just imagining myself like eating a whole plate from like Dickie's just alone in the bed. I was fine with all of that. Like,
not Dickie's. Dickie's is gross.
Whatever.
You got to go Jim and Nick's.
I like Jim and Nick's, but I also am really lazy. So like, it's whatever's gonna deliver and be done the fastest.
The best barbecue is like in some fucking shack.
Yeah, there's
dude,
really good ones like over there by Ogeechee Walmart. Shout out if you live in Savannah, you know.
You know.
This is true.
It's like they post the health inspection grade on the doors, so you only see it when you're leaving.
Right,
Correct.
right. And you're
Listen,
like, you know what? I already
Fuck.
paid
I
for
don't
it.
care. I just bought this.
Already paid
it
for it.
smells delicious.
You passed.
We're gonna take our chances here.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know if you're living if you haven't gotten food poisoning one time.
Exactly.
Guess what?
Besides, honestly, you need to lose weight real quick.
Right. Get your ass some food poisoning.
Nothing does
You'll
like
fit in
some
that
food
dress
poisoning.
next week.
Right. Oh shit. So sad. So
Right.
legit though. So this is our third Christmas installment.
For someone who is not a huge fan of Christmas, I'm really proud of you for getting up in it this year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like really the first time.
Yes, it is.
Honestly.
It is because normally you're a little bah humbug.
I wouldn't say
You're not bah humbug. You're just
I'm just not
nonchalant
really.
about it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
you
best
know,
way
it's
I would
just
describe
it's another day.
Yeah, I'm
It's
over
another
it this year.
celebration.
Yeah,
Cool. You do a lot more. And you have kids. So.
Not right now. I'm not. I'm so far behind. I'm going to be that asshole on there like Christmas Eve.
Me and Theon go very, very low radar. We don't do shit.
I mean, because we don't have any kids.
Yeah,
or
we don't have
little
to show
kids.
anybody.
I mean, just spend time with each other. That's really what it's about. That's what my kids are getting because I don't have time to go shopping. Yeah. So, hey.
On
plus,
some
you guys
real
weren't
shit.
that good.
Yeah. Ooh. We're going to talk about some of that.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Some weird, so this week is Theory Tuesday, kind of switched it up. And we're going to talk about some weird Christmas traditions.
I cannot
And
wait.
they're mainly like European traditions. Because,
Americans,
they're old.
We keep our weird traditions in our closet because we're weirdos like that.
Do you have any?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
totally.
What is that?
So, like, one year my mom decided that, like, I don't know where she even got this from, but she got one of those stupid ass fruitcakes, right?
Ugh.
And she was like, I'm not going to open it. I'm going to pass it around. And every year someone else has to give it to someone else.
That is not a weird.
Is it? Well, no, it was because it was the same fruitcake. It wasn't like you were responsible for and so like for the first few years we would take it places and take photos with it.
Oh, that's
so
different.
I mean we did that, and then I don't know who had the.
Do you have any of those pictures?
Someone does. My mom does. So like when my mom finally moves out,
finally one of these days.
Don't listen. Yeah, it is hard living with your parents. Like it is like, or your parents coming to live with you. There's like this whole new level of like boundaries, and my mom keeps stabbing my butter with like a steak knife when we have butter knives.
So weird. It's
aggressive, and it's just like why? Like fuck! Like you're driving me nuts. Like I don't want to share anything anymore. She drinks my coffee like a crackhead, and and then no one. Oh, so then Nate says to me this morning, this shit was funny as hell. He says, you know what I really don't like that your mom's doing? And I said, oh, what's that? And he was like, well, she'll drink her coffee, but then she won't refill the water tank. And I was like, oh, skirt, let me turn around real quick. That's been my fucking biggest complaint forever. I was like, oh,
enjoy
like how
that
feels? You don't like how that feels. So I was like,
yeah, right. How's that feel? Shoe on the other
everyone's going to be filling the tank after a while. We're just going to fix you guys.
Sluts.
All right, I want to learn more about these Christmas traditions.
Do you have any weird Christmas traditions that nobody else did?
No.
Yeah.
No. Like when we were doing like Christmas stuff, it was very by the book. It was like what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, because we would open up like a present Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
and then usually close, which is fine. Like
so,
ours would be a game, like a family game. That's cool. Yeah, we would usually do that Christmas Eve.
All right, so my parents wouldn't put anything under the tree.
Until
no so like nothing would be under the tree. So like you go through the whole Christmas thing. Like Christmas Eve we might go to like a grandparent's home or something, and then we'd eat and like watch like a Rudolph or something like that, take a bath, go to bed, and then when you woke up in the morning the living room would just be filled with shit.
Oh, that's cool. That's really magical.
Yeah, they would do that all the time. So you'd go to bed and having no idea what you got.
Right.
Like you know what you would want.
Right.
And like what you asked for. And then you wake up and like you walk into the living room and it's just like it's filled with everything. You like, oh my god, it's a sensory overload.
That's legit.
You didn't look for those freaking presents.
Never. The feeling.
But I bet your brother or sister did.
No.
None of you guys did.
Never even thought about it.
I made a mistake one time, and it wrecked Christmas. Yeah. So like, I never want to know. I like a surprise one way or another, and people like try to give me hints because my family is stupid like that, and I'm like, no. Just let me experience it.
Yeah. The feeling of waking up and just like seeing all that stuff beats knowing ahead of time.
It really doesn't. Or like it really just does. The two don't compute. The feelings are so different. Like I'm with you on that.
There was one year that it sucked. And it was the year the Super Nintendo came out.
Oh.
And that's what me and my brother Vince really wanted. Now, my birthday is on the 1st of December and Vince's birthday is on the 8th of December. And our aunts got us Super Nintendo games for our birthday.
Okay,
so we didn't have a
so
Super Nintendo,
thinking, though,
so it
kind of
spoiled it.
Yeah,
and so like So we had these Super Nintendo games. Number one, I'm the first week of December. He's the second week of December. So we had like a whole month just to stare at these games.
I bet you guys read the covers of those. You knew all the tips.
Knew all the little game thingies. Hell yeah.
But it totally ruined the surprise of waking up that morning.
I agree.
And getting that Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So let's get into some weird traditions. So Krampus, if you don't know, is like a half beast demonic type entity. And in Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, northern Italy, the Alpine mountainous area, December 5th, before the feast of St. Nicholas, men's would dress in animal skins, mask carved of wood to look like Krampus. Like a weird
forest orgy. Sounds like where it's going.
That's what it always devolves into.
This is what it sounds like, Esther. I'm just letting you know. I'm over here like a little scared.
And tittillated.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe that. Definitely titillated.
They got barbecue sauce, so yeah. Chains because they believed. Well, hold on. Very, very non-sexual. Kind of maybe.
What's wrong with
but
me?
They said because Krampus is supposedly like demonic, so the chains from the underworld, like you're still connected to the underworld. So whenever the devil's like, "Hey, bitch, come back," you can always come back.
Yeah,
or something like that, or it's probably some freaky shit because it's the devil.
Yeah,
and Krampus, and they also carried a long stick.
Well, I mean, some of us do.
Am I right,
girls? Got it. The timing.
So in the olden days, they would it's like a big festival type thing, and they would grab up little kids and drag them in a stack through the snow.
And do what with them?
Just drag their asses out of that.
First off.
And also, they would, smack people with the wooden stick.
What the fuck is this? Can we bring this fucking back? Because I want a day like this.
Well, it's more tamed down.
Why? Because little bitches?
Society.
Well, fuck that shit. I want to cane someone.
But they still do this festival, this little parade thing with Krampus carrying sticks. And they'll smack you on the legs, but it's not like a parent trying to fuck you up on the legs type thing. So it just stings for a second. And you're like, oh.
No. Can I get involved in this parade where I wallop people in their shins and shit? Listen.
Shins.
I'm aiming for the kids on the side, the bad teens. I'm just going to wallop a shin just once or twice. Okay.
Well, now they carry bells. And they ring bells instead of having chains. Listen. Some still wear chains.
Society, stop wrecking stuff. Sometimes people need to be punched in the face, and that's okay. And we should have celebrations where that happens.
I mean, it started getting rowdy, the parades where men's were just getting a little too crazy, a little drunk, a little savage with their shit. So now, they carve they have numbers on the Krampuses. So if they do any shit, they know which Krampus did it or the person who did it. Because it got a little unruly.
Is this on YouTube, though? Could we find some of this on YouTube?
Maybe, yeah.
I want to watch a ceremony. I'm going to watch one because I want to plan to put this in America. And then I'm going to trick people into coming, and then I'm going to fuck up their shins. It's only going to be a one-time thing. It's going to be a one-time thing because I'm going to jail after that. But boy, am I going to go in there happy.
Do it.
I will.
The Frau Perkta from Austria, excuse me, and Bavaria, is a witch with a beaked nose made of iron, dressed in rags, sometimes with a cane. Okay. Question mark. Sometimes, she be having a cane. She's old and decrepit. But this bitch packs a wallop.
Of course she does. She's a witch
she hides
with an iron nose.
She has a knife under her skirt.
Wow.
Just to let you know.
So, what is her goal?
So, she goes by a lot of names. That she's a whole Theory Tuesday on her own.
Oh, really? We should do something about that.
But she comes around during the 12 days of Christmas, and she oversees children's and basically slaves. And she enters homes, just all up in your shit.
She's breaking in.
She's so we got breaking in between Christmas and the Epiphany.
Lethal weapon. All right, what else? With intent to harm.
And she just knows if the children's or the young servants, as they said, have behaved or worked hard all year, especially girls. And if they have spun all their wool or flax for the year.
I mean, I spin wool all the time, so I think I'm safe. A bunch of bullshit I'm spinning all the damn time. So, all right. Am I safe? I don't know, though. It's not good. Maybe I'm bad. What happens
so
if
she, if you were good, she would put a silver coin in your shoe or pail. And if you were bad, she would slit open your belly. Whoa. Remove all your guts and stuff it with straw or pebbles.
Okay, so can I just say that I feel like this is the lead up of the purge. Like this is pre-purge planning, like medieval purge shit.
Like
I'm not sure, man. That's a little crazy.
Krampus was just whacking people. She is whacking people.
She is like whacking.
I mean, I'm not down for murder. I'm down for a little bit of assault, but not for murder.
It's not quiet either. She's not sneaking in your room.
No, like she's like having like a whole fest, ripping your shit out, throwing around like it's confetti.
And
like,
that's why you would be good, and the girls would spin all their wood and flax for the year, because you can't spin it during the 12 days of Christmas, because that's like her time also. Yeah. So like you'd get your guts spilled out also with that. Or if you don't have it, if you don't have it done by January 6th, the Epiphany, quote unquote, what they call the Epiphany.
I can tell you right now, I would have only lasted one season, because I'm not spinning a bunch. I would have been essential
back then. Like, how else are you gonna make? How else are you gonna make clothes and stuff like that?
Fuck clothes. We already know how I feel about that. Like, I'm already on the fad list.
In Austria, oh man, no, you need clothes.
Listen, well, good thing my ripped it will be ready in that attention.
Just bring the sauce. The Mari Lude from Welsh. I'm sorry, I'm probably like really fucking up these names, but I tried. I heard it from YouTube, so blame YouTube.
That you put research into it, because we just know I'm gonna fuck it all up. So I appreciate that.
The wear consists of a horse skull mounted on a pole carried by a man covered in a sackcloth. Right. Let me show Rachel this.
Yeah, I need this. Like in my head, I've got a picture. It looks pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's gonna look crazy. It looks this one's a little tame, but
that's a little wild looking.
It's still creepy.
I'm seeing that, and I'm going the opposite direction.
It is a dried literal horse
and then
skull.
It looks like they put googly eyes on this one. So like I would go the opposite.
Oh my
direction.
God, they totally did.
That's
I didn't
what
even
I just
notice
said.
that.
I was like, I cannot.
What? That's rude for the horse.
I mean, but also
I had eyes.
I'm gonna be walking the opposite direction, but definitely still looking back to check it out, because that's some weird shit.
It's usually accompanied by a leader who leads the horse, quote unquote, around. And two characters, Judy and Punch, all men.
Wait, we know kind of about Judy and Punch. Weren't there like kids' books written about Judy and Punch?
About Punch and Judy.
Yeah.
Punch and Judy, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yum, 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 yum.
And Chips, Punch, the highway patrol on motorcycles. With Erica
not that one.
That's not a connection.
You just want to throw it out?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, that's cool.
So
starting from dusk to late night, they go door to door requesting entry through song.
And they're tricky little fucking bastards. They're carolers. Kind of, yeah. Okay.
Well, and then the household would sing back, "No, you can't come," basically in, and then it just go back and forth, little quips and stuff like that as to why they can and can't come in, and eventually the household will relent and say, "Okay, you can come in," but first they make Judy promise not to touch the fireplace, or else Judy will go in and fuck up your fireplace. Whoa. He usually carries, or she, but it's a dude, would.
They.
Don't correct me.
They.
Is a dude underneath it. They would come in and fuck up your fireplace with a fire poker. They usually carried a fire poker.
Oh, wow.
So they were just out being, okay.
Just being assholes.
What I learning from these traditions is that if you create a tradition around Christmas, it's basically a free pass to be an asshole. So I'm going to come up with my own Christmas asshole tradition. I'm going to put some work into it.
That's cool.
Isn't that just all traditions?
Right.
Like, isn't like the mistletoe just like soft sexual assault? But it's tradition.
Oh.
It's like, we're under the mistletoe. I know I'm your creepy uncle, so we got to kiss.
Gross.
Oh, you know what? I'm like, have you met this? This is my kisser. Boom. Like just a nut punch. Like I remember we did have a mistletoe at one party, and I was like a kid, and I got like a salted pie. Now I'm feeling grossed out. Now I'm going to go to an old folks home.
Now we're bringing back my
I am. I'm going to go to an old folks home and reverse it. Like, except instead of that, I'm going to give them like an enema.
Okay. I was about to say, they might like a kiss.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. Someone else is going to give them an enema.
So they would go in, they would be offered food and drink, and they would just sing and cause a ruckus in the home.
Word.
And the leader, quote unquote, like white moms it. He's like, no, stop, you guys, don't do that. And he's like eating and drinking. He's like, stop, don't do that.
Come here, Judy, come here.
Come here.
It's like how I'm trying to get Bandit in his bed.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
So they just go house to house and do that, and that's their whole thing.
Let me get this right. So they go get a free damn meal at every house and free drinks. They go on a bar crawl and fuck shit up, and they call it tradition. Well, shit, this is easy. Okay, I'll sing some songs.
Vienna sausage.
I mean, it's Austria, so there's going to be sausages and there's going to be beer.
I'm not upset about sausages and beer.
Beer and sausages.
Yeah.
Andre woke up for beer and sausages.
Shit.
Yeah, because
he
was
like
not ridiculous. For beer and sausages.
He loves food. So Grilla and the Yule Cat from Iceland, Grilla, the Yule Cat, and the Yule Lads all live in a cave outside, or outside like the areas. And Grilla is a giantess, if you want to be specific, with an appetite for mischievous children.
All right, where can I get one of these?
She likes to boil them in a big pot in that cave.
That feels extreme.
And her husband, I didn't write his name because he's lazy and doesn't do anything.
So why doesn't she boil his ass?
Because he's not tender.
Option. Oh.
He's not a tender young thing. Well, that's what
you just use that as bait then.
He's not a PYT.
Pretty. Oh, man.
After her.
So the Yule Cat, huge, vicious cat, roams around, and he will eat you if you don't have new clothes before Christmas Eve.
What?
Like new or
what
like
the
best
capitalism?
clothes.
Capitalism?
He's like, what are those? And then he
exactly. The Yule Cat is capitalism as a whole. We're going to shame people because they don't have fucking money and make them conform.
You have to lay out your best clothes.
Well, mine's going to say, fuck you, Yule Cat.
So he roasts you? Then he roasts you?
Yeah, yes. Literally.
This is not, right? No. It's time to rise up against the
Yule Cat.
The Yule Cat.
SRT.
And then the Yule Lads, the kids, there's 13 pranksters that steal and harass people.
Whoop those damn kids.
And they come one by one, 13 days before Yule, leaving small gifts and shoes placed on windowsills.
Oh, okay. Well, they're leaving me
a gift. If you were good. But if you were bad, you got a rotten potato.
Well, that's fine. Give me all the potatoes. I'm just saying, let's throw at the Yule Cat when his ass rolls around.
Wait a minute. Is this Nick Cannon?
Whoa!
Because he makes fun of you for a living, and he has 13 kids.
Oh,
this might be Nick Cannon.
Is he living? Is he the living
He's
Yule Cat? See, that's why I knew we had to get rid of Nick Cannon when I saw him mess up Drumline.
The living Grilla.
Yeah.
Okay. Or whatever her husband's name is.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. That is Nick Cannon. Like, he is reinvented himself.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to find an old person in this story and stuff and reinvent myself, too. Give me someone else. Who else?
So we have Hans Trapp.
I like this one.
The Christmas scarecrow from France.
This feels right up my lazy alley right now. We're just hanging out on a branch, just chilling. All right.
Whoa.
Scaring people.
Oh, just a little listener advisory. it does have to do a little harm to children. So if you're not okay with that, just skip ahead like 5 minutes.
But it is for
5 to 10 minutes.
He hits them with a baguette too.
So in the 1400s, a rich, powerful asshole, basically.
Sweet.
So Scrooge before Scrooge. Hans was just going around fucking it up, being powerful, rich, but he wanted more. He needed more. Yeah. So he did deals with the devil.
Damn it.
To get more.
That's where you went wrong, Hans.
The Pope heard about this.
Good.
And like the Pope cares and shit. He excommunicates him.
Get out of here, Hans.
And he banishes him.
Burn.
And so his money assets are all taken away, Avi.
Well, that's how the Catholic Church got so rich. Okay,
right.
So we just turn people into devils out of nowhere.
Basically.
All right, I'm seeing where this is going.
So he makes a makeshift home in Germany, but his evil desires grows. He still fucks with the devil and shit.
Something about Germany.
Something about Germany, man.
We need to get it together, guys.
I mean, let us know, our one German listener. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Let us know what's going on over there, though.
And no offense, have you seen America? Like, we can talk about America all day. Germany ain't got shit on what we got.
So, he stuffs himself or his clothes with straw and hangs out on like lonely, desolate roads looking for that one lonely person.
Oh, he's Jeeper Creepers.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I'm not a fan of that, though.
And
that was scary.
Unfortunately, he finds a 10-year-old
No.
walking alone. Which, back then, he was probably like 20,
adult,
right?
Like, yeah.
He's already he had 2 jobs.
Back then are better than like 35-year-olds
fucking 1400s, right? You're half dead already.
Right.
So, unfortunately, through the story, though, it's like, it's all myth, quote unquote,
Right. Here we go.
He kills the victim with a stick, which is a sharp stick.
Like
he got him a shank. Okay.
He got him a little shank. Brings him back to the house, slices him up.
And eats him, doesn't he?
Well, he roasts the body, And as he was about to take a bite, he was struck by a divine lightning bolt.
Did it kill him?
Yeah.
Thank God.
But, it was too far when he was going to eat it, but it wasn't too far when he was about to kill the boy.
I was going to say, maybe the timing was off. We don't know what God was attending to at other points.
No, God sucks. That's what it means.
I'm going to hold my faith.
He's an ass. God is an ass.
I'm going to hold it. We don't
he
know
was like, is he going to eat it? Is he really going to eat it? Oh, hell no.
I mean, maybe.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, no, like divine intervention would have been before he killed homeboy.
Yeah.
But wait, what if this 10-year-old boy was going to grow up to be someone like Hitler?
What if me?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I just changed the fucking perspective now. No one likes that.
I guess we'll never know now.
I will never know.
I'm going to pretend that's what it is and live that truth.
He should have been allowed to have that choice.
I mean, I agree. I disagree with murder and also cannibalism, just as a whole in a statement, just so everyone knows.
And he's French, so he did all kind of extra stuff to the meat.
I am for
a
smidge of well-deserved assault, like just a smidge.
Yeah,
just a slap, maybe.
Just a little bit.
Nut punch.
But and supposedly his spirit lingers, still trying to look for a young flesh to eat. And that's like the story that they tell kids.
Good thing I'm old.
So don't be.
Yeah.
Don't be. No, man, that's like what that was a serial killer that they had to turn into a devil who fucked up some shit.
Actually,
no.
It was based on. Let me look at my notes.
Jack the Ripper? No.
Hans von Trotha.
Which is a serial killer, right?
No. He was actually a knight. Okay,
but that doesn't just... Okay,
wait, hold on.
Does not mean you're not necessarily a serial killer.
But, they didn't bring that up. But, you kind of are as a knight, right?
Yeah, because
you kill people.
Thank you.
But, he was in command of 2 castles. And one of the castles the Jesuses were like, hey, this is on my property, so we own it. And he was like, no, fuck off. And they were like, no, yeah, so you need to give up this castle. And he was like, no, fuck off. He built a dam, cutting off the water supply to a city.
Insecure fucking men, dude. Insecure men fucking wrecked this world.
So the papacy was like, oh, hell no. And they
blew
up
the dam.
Well, no, they blew up the dam, but because of all the water was backed up, it ruined the whole fucking city.
Wow.
Yet again, male fragility.
So then,
wrecks
basically.
the world.
So then the Pope actually did excommunicate.
Oh, now we want to excommunicate
this dude.
Who else? Like, what? We lost the whole fucking village.
I mean, they excommunicated a lot of people. Whatever.
I know, but still, good.
But this knight actually lived a really good life. So I don't know how but I think because back then, like, if you were excommunicated by Jesus, they were like, oh my God, that's like the worst thing ever.
Right.
He totally ate babies. And I think that's where it started.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because, it was around the Crusades and the Middle Ages and shit like that. And they were like, yo, yeah, right? He totally did that. But he actually had a really successful knighthood otherwise. Like, and then before he died, like Jesus, all his sins were forgiven.
Wash the sins away.
Like the Pope said, okay, sorry.
Yeah, well, how much should they get in taxes to say that? Fuck that shit. Exactly.
I mean, they got that fucking castle that they wanted.
Oh, yeah, we got the castle. Yeah, he's in heaven. He's good.
Yeah.
They're like, that's all we wanted.
Yeah, I was told by an angel he's good. Don't worry. He'll be all right.
So the last one, which is broken up into like the countries, is the... Oh no, I didn't write my things out. The Kali Kanzaros.
That sounds good.
Kali Kanzaros.
Okay. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
I
didn't write my phonetic shit out for this one.
Okay.
My bad.
That's all right.
It sounds like it should come with maracas.
Right.
I agree.
But actually.
All right.
So in Greek fables, it's a goblin. It's like a house of goblins.
All right,
they're just out
like
there.
Goblins.
They're living underground.
Okay. Trolls.
And they're
Goblins
trying
and trolls.
to fuck the world up, basically.
It feels
so
like
they
Dragon
are
Ages.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah.
So they are chopping at the world tree.
Oh, like the core. Like that's basically what. Like,
and so once they get to the whole thing, the earth will collapse. Which is weird because then they would die. Right. But I guess they didn't think about that.
What are they? Goblins?
Goblins.
Oh, wow. What's that?
Supposedly.
Goblins.
They're goblins.
They are now. Okay.
So, but at the dawn of Christmas, they can go above ground.
And that's when you got to take them out.
Yeah.
Well, no. And they go above ground. And they're basically like the Krampuses. Like, they go and fuck about with the humans. Like, they fuck up humans.
Okay.
And the world tree is just chilling there. So they go back, in the Epiphany. So January 6th. And the world tree has healed itself.
Oh.
It's had time to like heal, think about life, and keeping it together.
Sweet.
And so the goblins go again at chomping away.
Mindless, like murderers.
And so it just keeps repeating itself.
Okay.
So in Serbia, during the 12 days of Christmas, which they thought was the unbaptized days because demonic powers were more active and powerful.
Or
during
maybe
this
people had just reached that burnout. They're like, yo,
and they're just like, yo,
and they
fuck
just
it
lost
up.
it. Yep.
So if you were out at night during the 12 days of Christmas, a demon, a short, squat, ugly looking thing would jump on your back.
Oh my God, that happens all the time to me.
You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that.
No, I'm teasing. Not like that. But I meant more like dudes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They would jump on your back and tell you to walk to wherever they want.
No, this is a
so
hostage
they're like,
situation.
yeah, kind of until dawn. Basically.
No.
You are walking mindlessly, endlessly, wherever this little demon wants you to.
What if, Esther, what if we're doing that all year around?
I mean,
already, and we don't even know it. Sorry. Okay.
It doesn't have to be late night. I mean, going to work is basically a demon on my back.
Yeah, this is true.
But they kind of equated that to like adulterers, because they were the only ones late at night walking around like past midnight.
Hoe got a hoe. Like, shit. Like, I mean, these are prime hoeing hours.
At least they came back at dawn, right?
Yeah. Listen,
if there wasn't a need for it, there wouldn't be a job for it. So check the need. Supply and demand, Holmes.
Supply and demand, bitches. So in Turkey.
Wait, in Kentucky?
Turkey.
Oh. I'm a dumbass.
Or Kentucky, I mean, shit.
Whatever.
I bet they do some weird shit.
They probably do some weird shit. Yeah. Most definitely. They would appear on the first 10 days of dreadful cold. And they would stand on the corners and ask like kind of simple, ordinary questions. But you would have to answer first. It was almost like Jeopardy. So first you'd have to say Kira, which is black, which means black, and then the answer. So it's like, who is or what is?
The Black Plague.
Blank, blank, blank. So you'd say black, blank, 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 blank.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, what I'm picturing is like fucked up Dementor crossing guards, and I'm just like, I'm jaywalking. Come and get me. Like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
It sounds like the black Israelites in like New York. Like you have to answer everything with black. They just hug the block. It's like, let me ask you a question, brother. What month are we in? December? Wrong. Oh, I mean black December? Pass by.
Yeah. But if you didn't say black first, you would get struck down immediately.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm jaywalking.
Demons.
Oh shit.
I mean,
and they would also like be outside calling you through your past loved ones' voices.
What? That's
so they'd call you out
trickery.
into the winter, into the cold where you'd get frostbite and eventually die and shit.
Damn.
If you don't wake up from their alluring sound, because you're like, oh my God, my mom's outside. Let me go get that bitch. Well, and you don't think, she's been dead.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Cold in the ground.
And they're
That's
like,
gonna
yes.
be some weird shit.
They're like,
I'm not
yes,
answering the door for any of my family.
Yo,
like, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I love y'all, but if you gone, you gone. Like, don't come at me because you're calling me because you want fucking something, and I'm tired. I'm no longer delivering any wants.
But the sad question is, who could get you to come outside? What voice would you hear?
And they would know.
Morgan
That's
Freeman.
why they'd call it. What the fuck?
What?
Rachel.
Being serious.
Rachel.
A whole ass stranger. You'd be like, Morgan Freeman, what?
Hello, Rachel. I need you to come outside.
She'd be like,
all right,
yes.
so remember I told you when I was like 12, I had this mad ass, like this, I know I'm fucked up and needed therapy. Like, because I thought I had a mad ass crush on Morgan Freeman and Sean Connery. Like, the fuck I got dad issues, clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
Because I was 12. But I remember I was going to, in my little 12-year-old dumb fucked up brain, I was like, I'm going to write Morgan Freeman a fan letter and it's going to change his life. I never wrote that letter, thank God, because it would have been atrocious. However,
I would
like
have said to change
what an
his
inspiration
life.
he is to me and all of these things.
Honestly.
And then honestly, it's really sad though, because like I look back and I was like, dude, he's playing roles of other people. That's not inspiring. I mean, yes, you do it well, but like,
I mean, you could have got him because he
likes him young.
He likes some stepdaughterish.
Allegedly.
Well, maybe. Maybe that is why I chose against it subconsciously. Maybe it was my subconscious guiding me on a more equally fucked up path, but with different outcomes, I guess. I don't know.
And that's when Rachel came outside.
Age appropriate.
Although, seriously, though, like, who the hell would you want to narrate your life story if they ever did one? Like, I would either want him. Who?
Gilbert Godfrey.
I'm not watching your life story. This is going to be too damn much for me.
It's too much yelling. Nobody would want that. Shut up.
No.
Or Chris Rock. He did a great job with Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes, I do appreciate that. I want Bernie Mac to do mine.
Oh, R.I.P.
And that's when the motherfucker came out.
Is that not my life
That would be
story?
fucking hilarious.
And Rachel bust her motherfucking head to the motherfucking white meat.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That's going to be our Christmas tradition. We should all create a story and then have a celebrity narrate it for us. A B or D list celebrity. We'll do some
David Spade.
Yep. That one guy who looks like David Spade who wasn't quite as successful, Dana Harvey or whatever his name was.
Shit. You just
Garth, I did.
Ran
I sure
him
did.
under the bus.
I did. Don't give a damn. Listen,
Steph Curry from half court.
I mean, for real. You know how I feel about these. Like, I went on a tangent the other day, and I swear to God, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to shut the hell up. But I went on a tangent the other day about, like, to the kids, because they were talking about something about, like, influencers, and I was like, yo, like, for real. I was like, this is some dumb shit. I was like, the whole thing is dumb shit. I was like, celebrities are dumb shit. What? They have all these awards and we're supposed to fucking watch them like sheep. Watch them give themselves a award for showing up to work. I said, nobody gives me a motherfucking award for breathing. I was like, this is some dumb shit and I won't participate in it. They were like, Mom, what if you ever become famous? I was like, I guess I'm not going to have a lot of Hollywood friends. Fuck them. I'm okay with that. I was like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
I don't care.
I thought you were going to bring up Sinterklaas from the Netherlands.
Oh.
Because that's very weird. That's a very weird European.
Well, what's on the list?
All right, so Sinterklaas.
I looked at a couple lists.
Well, tell us what it is.
All right, I have family that live in the Netherlands, and Sinterklaas is the Dutch Santa Claus.
Okay.
And there's not like a big difference. I mean, he's a big fat dude with a big beard.
Does he have clogs though? Those wooden shoes on?
He probably does.
Fuck yes.
But
all
he's
right.
sort of dressed almost like the Pope or like a bishop. Like
Oh,
he kind of, and he has like a religious kind of
like
Pope
one of
kind
those
of a hat.
things. Yeah, the pointy long top things, like an eraser.
What is particularly weird about Sinterklaas is his little helper, Zwarte Piet.
But that wasn't terrified. That's not like
it's weird.
Scary.
It's kind of scary
but
to me.
Well, okay, you're right.
All right, wait.
All right.
What is this guy's name? Sphincter Pete?
Zwarte Piet.
Oh, I thought you said Sphincter
So
Pete, and I was confirmed.
Zwarte Piet translates to Black Pete, and he's called Black Pete because when he's in the chimneys, he gets all the soot and all over his face, and so he's black. Now, there's no black people in the Netherlands, really. So it's a bunch of white people in blackface. Now, they say it's not racist. It's the soot from the...
But here's what... I'm not trying to be funny, but they say it's not racist, but if you've never experienced black people, like, they probably don't think it's racist.
No, so, like
what the hell?
They explain it away saying, no, Zwarte Piet is black because he...
Of the soot.
Of the soot.
Unquote.
But why is
Quote,
why are their lips red as fuck?
Yeah.
If you like, so this is we got a Christmas card from my uncle one year, and it had my cousin. She was like 4 or 5, and she's sitting on Sinterklaas's lap like you do Santa Claus at the mall, and then he's with 2 Zwarte Piets on each side. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now, if you look at Sinterklaas in the Pope hat, it kind of looks like a Klansman now. And then he has the 2 little blackface things with gigantic red lips. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I'm terrified. And also, I think that tradition should probably just die.
Please
Like,
tell
it sounds
me.
like the Netherlands needs a new tradition.
They got into like some
don't-
trouble recently about it, but they're like, fuck it, we've been doing it for so long.
No, it's tradition, but
well, fuck them. We can't win it all.
I mean, traditions change. Like all the ones that I said, like they're not as aggressive as when they started, and traditions should change because you don't know why exactly it started the way it started,
right?
Because a lot of these started before Middle Ages, and then were lost during Middle Ages.
Right.
So
people had like 5 brain cells in a village to share.
And if it's like you're going down chimneys and shit, you're not going to be covered and racist.
Why are your lips so fucking red if you're going down a chimney?
Because you had to take a drink or something. I don't know. Maybe you licked the soot off. Here's my thing. I wouldn't hate it so much if what they did was use
and then
actual
they're wearing a
soot.
wig.
It's got like a fucking afro.
Yeah, that is
okay.
aggressive.
Yeah, no,
we know what time it is. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
and like Swords of Speed is still like super popular. People will just cover themselves in blackface, like tons of people, and just walk around during Christmas.
Listen,
like that.
I always knew the Netherlands was not a place I really wanted to go. Thank you for continuing to.
Other than that, it's pretty baller. Like it's pretty cool.
I mean, it's fine, but like I guess I'm just not all down with a bunch of white people.
Weird.
Like there's too many white people there for me.
There's some interesting parts of it. That's true. I didn't even think about that because we did watch that. And like going through this, that is a different terrifying type thing. Like, because they wouldn't think twice about that. But if you did that shit in America, it's like,
and especially you know, like growing up where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like you see things like that,
especially
you're like,
in the South. Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
That being said, I would still live in the Netherlands. I would totally.
I mean, the healthcare
if
is
it's between here or the Netherlands, I'm gonna deal with Sinter Claus or Sphinxter Claus, whatever I'm gonna call it. Like I can't say it.
I don't care. It'll be over in January. Cincter.
See, it sounds like Sphinx. All right, whatever.
You just nasty.
I think so.
She's thinking about that third.
Listen, next week, can we talk about our best and worst presents we've ever gotten? Just like in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas.
Kinda, yeah.
We can get into some of that.
Kinda, yeah. If it's from this year.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, no. What do you mean? I don't get gifts. I didn't. What the fuck did I get this year? See,
exactly.
Listen. Well, worst present
there you
ever.
Go.
Nothing. All right, we don't need to talk about it anymore. I thought I had more, but you're right. Thanks for keeping it relevant.
Because our next podcast or our next episode would be in January.
Oh,
so we're gonna do a
recap.
Yeah.
I love this.
There'd be some questions.
You do realize
about the
I
year.
have lots of family here, and we should maybe bless people with a bonus episode.
Okay.
That you and I aren't on, and we just let them just do their thing. Well, we'll be on there and moderate them, but yeah,
we'll see.
I like the idea
if they can come.
I really want the girls and Rory to recreate us in their version. I think it would be amazing.
Is Rory going to be Andre and he's just going to lay across?
I think so.
God,
I think so. But who's going to be
hilarious.
you? We need someone to be you.
No one could ever be me.
Ghost.
Oh. I'm one of one.
Okay, whatever. We gotta go.
That's true.
We gotta go.
That's true. Good for you, Theon.
Good, Theon.
The confidence level.
Yeah, don't try. Just don't try.
So
it's a hard enough job for me.
So ridiculous.
We hope everyone has a great holiday. Be safe.
Yeah. And remember,
especially driving.
If you are done with your family after this, that's cool.
That's cool.
Even if they're your blood, fuck them.
Yeah,
like if they're wrecking your
whole
peace in
year.
life, like just figure out a way to make it happen, man.
Happy Hanukkah, Shana Tova.
Yep.
Kwanzaa.
Right on.
Happy Adam and Eve Day.
Yeah. Winter solstice.
Wait. That's the 24th, isn't it? I'm going to get some deals on that day, huh? Right. We agreed with that. All right, never mind.
No, not here. We don't celebrate Adam and Eve Day. That's
but
like
I think
Europe
Adam and Eve might
Africa.
celebrate Adam and Eve Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Do they?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
We gotta go. If they don't, they're missing out.
If they don't, we should sell it to them and take credit for it.
Yeah,
and also
get that
money.
Promotion. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you heard it here.
Yeah.
If they don't have it and they've never had it before, like copyright bitches, I'm coming.
Yeah. You just got to tell them before Tuesday, before this airs. So.
Write them a whole fucking email. Oh my God.
You got a few days on them.
Okay, so we will talk to you guys next week.
And would it be next year by the time they hear from us next? Is that right?
Is that right? Yeah. No, wait.
No.
Yeah,
all right, whatever.
Next Tuesday is not next year.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait. But when we...
But this airs next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then, so this will be before January.
Okay, well, whatever. Happy New Year then.
Happy New Year's, cons.
Hope
everybody. Yeah.
I
know how to say Happy New Year in Korean.
Well, my brain was computing that, and my face was doing something different. I like that. I'm never going to be able to do that. It's going to be bad.
So we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh.